Hello friends and colleagues at IR Systems Japan. Welcome to the Swedish Embassy. My name is Per-Erik Högberg. I'm the Swedish ambassador to Japan. Today, Sweden has a very diverse and highly competitive economy. We have it both in the manufacturing sectors, in the goods sectors, in the industrial sectors, but also in the IT sector, where software and services is one of our key drivers. And you are a part of that here at IR Systems. I'm very happy that you are doing this with the presence of me, because I see IR System as a part of Team Sweden in Japan. And you have been present here in this country for more than 20 years. And by being here, you contribute both to the Swedish and the Japanese economies. And your work also adds on to an important piece of the bilateral cooperation between Japan and Sweden. Here in Japan, I often get questions about our high labor productivity, and people are wondering, why is Sweden so productive? I think it's a very simple answer to that. We are not afraid of change, and we are very early on in our lives taught to ask critical questions. In school, for example, we are encouraged to ask teachers and textbooks, why is this? Are we sure? How can we do this differently? Is there another way to do it better? How can we change? So I think in the Swedish society, change is always connected to moving forward in a positive way, and this increases productivity. Cut costs, make things more efficient, and make it better. Another question I often get is why there are so many startups in Sweden. Well, I think that has to do a bit with what I just said about the openness to change, but also the entrepreneurship feeling in Sweden that the global market is your market. Sweden is a small country, at least in population size, 10 million people, compared to yours, 126 million people. And I think when a Swedish businessman or woman wants to start a company, he or she needs to think globally from the very outset. And that is why there is so many startups being born. There's a courage to do it, and of course our welfare system also creates a safety net that if something goes wrong, you know you can always restart again. Another question I get is why there is such a high requisition rate of maternity and paternity leave. Today 90% of the Swedish men take paternity leave, and why is that? I think it has a long background of an encouragement both from government but also from companies that it's a positive thing to be home with your child. So we have, of course, a welfare system that is based on being paid. So 480 days are given to each family that has a new child. And 3 months has to be taken by one parent individually. So 3 of these months has to be taken by the father, and if he doesn't take it, it will vanish. But also there are some efforts to really make sure that your career isn't hurt by the fact that you are home with the kids. And I think this has been going on for a long time with role models, with individuals that preach the message of actually becoming a better boss by being home with children, or a better co-worker. I believe that striving for gender equality and work-life balance is key for a successful society and a successful economy. Our societies, both in Japan and in Sweden, are working together in ever-changing environments. So I'm very happy to see you today, and IR System is contributing to Team Sweden. Keep it up, and I look forward to see your successes ahead in Japan and globally. Have a nice one.